have our next question, which says, given the dataset raw BP that is sorted by subject, test, and week. So we have some data given for a subject for two different tests, diaBP, which is DBP, and systolic blood pressure, which is SBP. And it is collected over different weeks, week 0, 1, 2, and 3. Similarly, systolic blood pressure is collected for week 0, 1, 2, and 3, and the results are stored in a variable called value. And it says the following SAS program is submitted. So a new dataset named BP is created in work library by reading a dataset named raw BP using set statement. And we have the by statement used. So whenever we use a by statement, specify some variables on the by statement, we'll have the temporary variables created, which are called first dot variable and last dot variable, and they are being used somewhere here down in the code. And a new variable baseline is being created, and it is also specified on the retain statement, which means the variables the variable baseline values would not be reset to missing from one observation to another observation during the execution step. We have this if statement which says if first dot test, then baseline is equal to period, which is assigning a null value to the baseline variable for each instance of the first test. So here we have two tests, DBP and SBP, and within a subject, whenever there is a change in the test on that first record, the value of baseline would be set to null. And we have another if statement which says if week is equal to 0, then baseline is equal to value. So the condition becomes true on this record where week is equal to 0 for DBP, and also again for this record where week is 0 for SBP. So on these records, the value present in the value column would be assigned to baseline variable. And then as we have specified the retain for baseline, so what would happen is this value would be retained across all the other records for that subject and test. So, and we have an else if statement which says else if week is greater than 0, then do, and it is asking us to provide some piece of code. So let us see what is that they are asking us for. It says which statement must be added to the program to calculate relative change in percent, which is percentage change from baseline. So we are supposed to provide a line of code which actually calculates the percentage change from baseline. So percentage change from baseline involves two components. One is change from baseline, and the second one is dividing it with the baseline value and multiplying it with 100 to get the percentage change. So we are looking for an option which has the value of value minus baseline divided by baseline and multiplied by 100 and assign it to a variable called PCT change. So let us take a look at the options provided. The first option says PCT change is equal to baseline minus value. So this is actually not the change from baseline. Change from baseline involves subtracting your baseline from your result. So this is doing the opposite. So this does not give us the required result. And let us take a look at the second option. It says percentage change value minus baseline. This seems to be the correct one. And we need to divide it with the baseline and multiply it with 100. So this seems to be correctly calculating the percentage change from baseline. So but before concluding that this is the correct answer, let us evaluate the other options and also see why they might not be correct. So here again, so this is not actually calculating the change from baseline. So it is actually calculating change to baseline. So there is a concept in ADAM standard which can be implemented if required, which is called as change to baseline. But this is not the question is about. And the last option, change is calculated properly, which is value minus baseline. But we need to use baseline as denominator. Here value is being used as denominator. So this option is also not correct. The second option is the correct. It says our response is correct.